Peace in its Maisha, please. So, I am a teenage girl reviewing Allegiant. I should have great reviews, right? Wrong. Okay, so let me give you a little backstory on my whole Allegiant Divergent series happy moments. So, I read Divergent and I saw Divergent. And then I read the first half of Insurgent. And just like the book, because I couldn't finish the book. It was not interesting enough for me. When I saw Sergeant, I'm sorry to the directors, I'm sorry to the actors, but I fell asleep. And I don't typically do that for a lot of movies, but I fell asleep. And I didn't get interested until the very end when you find out. Spoiler alert for Sergeant if you haven't seen Sergeant, but if you've seen trailers for Allegiant, you already know. They are an experiment, and they have been living as experiments, not knowing they're experiments, and there's this outside world. And I find that really interesting. The concept itself, the plot line, the concept is very interesting. And I'm not upset with how stereotypical the story is, because it is just another stereotypical YA book. And I mean, they all kind of have their own same cycle, similar characters. It's really repetitive, but that doesn't make it any less interesting to see. So let me explain why this movie was not that great. So, I'll start with the acting. The acting was just unbelievable. Like I didn't realize how I was feeling until I was reading like other reviews, and I realized. Usually for these characters, I'm like, whoa. They need help. They need to get there right now. We need to fight for them. And this whole time, I realized I was sitting back just interested, just as much as the actors are probably just interested with their own characters. Because I would sit back and be like, yep, there she goes again, being naive. She is so stupid. Oh my goodness. How is she supposed to save the world when she can't even make decisions on her own? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I couldn't feel the characters because the actors themselves didn't feel like they were feeling the characters. Do you understand what I'm saying? Miles Teller character. See, I'm going to try to say these actors' and actresses' names. But Miles Teller, his character was really interesting to me. I always hated his character, as it's supposed to be hated, but I always liked his character as a good comic relief because I'm really good. Like, I love that snarky, sarcastic humor, and that's exactly what he has. And so every time he says something, it made me laugh because I'm like, if you weren't a jerk, you would be my friend, but you're a jerk, and I hate you, and you ruin everything, so we can't be friends. But let me think of another thing. CGI of that movie sucked, but I mean, you gotta kind of look over that because I don't know. I guess because they're gonna suck whether you want it to or not. You have to find a really good movie that has great CGI, and there's not that many movies that have great CGI. But when you find those, that's good. I'm sorry. Okay, but my hair is looking kind of dingy. But anyway. The CGI pretty much sucked. So when I saw them use the CGI in certain aspects, I was like, oh, okay. Let's not do that. Don't make that mistake. I don't know. It just feels so played out. It's like I enjoyed the movie, but it wasn't something that I would really recommend. I mean, if you wanted to know more, like, I wanted to see the movie because I didn't read the book. At this point, I don't plan on reading Allegiant. I mean, I did plan on reading it, but at this point I don't. And I want to know like the history, and a lot of people don't like how it's just a lot of talking, a lot of explaining. But I mean, if there was more action into the movie, and people were making stupid decisions, like they almost get away, they're standing on top because they haven't fully got away, and one gets shot. I won't tell you who gets shot, but somebody gets shot and killed. And you're like, well, saw that coming because you weren't even away from the enemies yet. You were already smiling at each other. So stupid. But anyway, I like the idea of it, but I mean the characters that aren't trustworthy are obviously not trustworthy. I don't know. It's like it could have been really good. And one thing that I hate that they've been really doing recently with all these darn movies, and I think you know what I'm talking about, is the freaking cutting the last book into 2 parts. People are going to get tired of that. I am tired of that. And I think the thing that makes me even more frustrated is that even with Hunger Games and Twilight and what is the other movie that had 2 parts? Oh, Harry Potter. But even with all of it, I knew that there was going to be 2 parts in this movie. They did not state, from my knowing, that there was going to be 2 parts of this movie, and it wasn't even apparent until the very end of the movie where you're like, oh man, okay, there's no closure whatsoever, so there's obviously going to be another part, which is really frustrating because I'm like, we can't constantly keep trying to catch up with these movies. Directors and producers need to understand, if you're going to have movies that span over years, that have dealt with books that I would have read as in my teens, you can't constantly keep trying to add movies continuously to, get your money in to appeal, because I'm going to get older and I'm not going to continuously follow these movies. In a couple of years, I'll be in my 20s. 2017, I'll be 19. And I mean, at this point, I'm so like getting over the Divergent series that I'm like, if this book doesn't have closure, that movie doesn't have closure, and I'm done with it pretty much. And I'm like, and another thing, which happens in a lot of these YA stories, there's so many plot holes in it, and like, the storyline is just so scattered at times. You're just kind of like, where is this going? So, I don't know. It's a good movie. I would say it's not a bad, horrible movie as a lot of people think it is. It's a decent movie. It's a good movie. Now, would I say get invested in it? No. Would I say, would you get invested in it? No. Would you feel for the characters? No. And I think I've realized there's a lot of this movies outside of Hunger Games and Twilight series, because I was young when I saw the Twilight and ended everything. Outside of those, the recent YA movie adaptation, book to movie adaptations, when it gets to the last movie, I think because they wait so long to put it out, and I'm just getting older, and then my hype is gone for it, you really just don't care. And at the point, you just really want the closure of the characters and how everything happens. And that's what I look at these last movies as, like, not anything I'm going to be completely invested in or interested in, but it has the closure that I'm going to want and need. So therefore, that's what I really watch it for, which is why I was really excited to see Allegiant. And I didn't realize how excited I was until I sat down in the seat and Allegiant started playing. And then when I realized in the end that I wasn't getting my closure, it really ruined my mood. But, it's a good movie. I would say see it if you're interested in Divergent series. I want to completely say it's the best movie because it's not. It's a decent, good movie. I don't know, it has interesting new things in it if you watch Divergent. I feel like if you are invested or a fan or even just saw the first 2 movies, see the last one, see Allegiant. But it's not going to be movie of the year, obviously. But it was a good movie, so I'm not going to beat on it too bad. There were a lot of aspects of it that I did like, like the plot. I really feel like the plot, if it was worked on a little bit better, portrayed a little bit differently, a little bit better, it would have been really good. If it wasn't as cliche, but still cliche, it would have been really good. But, you can't get your cake and eat it too. It's whatever. So, that's my review for Allegiant. I'll see y'all Sunday with a new review. And I'll talk to y'all on Sunday. This is Maisha, please. Peace out. Bye.